Okay, inflation part 10, batteries. I may not have been completely honest when I said we were moving off of transportation because I have one last swipe to take at electric cars. In the United States and elsewhere, we have been trying to replace a lot of electrical power generation with wind and solar. But there is a bit of a problem. The sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. What do you do in the meantime? One answer is baseload capacity, so primarily coal and natural gas in the United States. And the other is to rely on batteries to take us through. The problem is we are very behind on batteries. We don't have enough to take us through an hour, let alone the night, in even the most advanced of American cities. And so we need that battery capacity to really achieve that. And we can't do that if we're putting it into single-use cars. So that's just another thing to add to the list of reasons why electric cars are probably not the way to deal with fuel price inflation. So you might say, well, why is that a problem? Natural gas is abundant. We have plenty of coal, and we can certainly use that. The first point I'm going to say on coal, I don't think that coal is long for this world as a source of electrical energy generation. There's just too much pressure against it, and we have already been proceeding to replace a lot of the coal generating plants with natural gas. We'll probably use the coal in things like materials production. As for natural gas, yes, it is cheap and abundant, particularly after the shale revolution. Before it was very volatile. We sourced most of it out of the Gulf. Every time a hurricane would come through, it would destroy a lot of the physical infrastructure. But it's a lot cheaper now, because after the shale revolution, we realized that we can find and produce it cheaply. The only problem with this is that Europe also thought this was a good way to replace their electrical power generation. In fact, certain countries, not to be named, decided that they wanted to shut down all their nuclear plants in favor of this. But that natural gas came from a little place called Russia, and it stopped flowing after the war in Ukraine. And so they have been having to backstop either with the dirtiest form of coal imaginable, a substance called lignite, or they're having to get it from us. Now, U.S. prices have come down recently, but I do expect them to creep back up as we continue to build out the export infrastructure to help Europe with its natural gas problem. But that's going to influence inflation with respect to American electrical energy prices. So if we want to backstop some of that with renewable alternatives, we need to not put those batteries in electric cars. Next time I'm going to start throwing cold water on renewables, so see you then.